Once, in the ancient kingdom of Savath, there lived a young man named Ananda. He was known far and wide for his kind heart and compassionate nature. However, Ananda was troubled by his emotions. He felt overwhelmed by sadness, anger, and fear, and he longed to find a way to become emotionless. One day, as he was walking through the lush forests surrounding the kingdom, Ananda came across a wise old monk named Bhante Sujata. Bhante Sujata was renowned for his deep understanding of the human mind and emotions. Sensing Ananda's inner turmoil, he approached the young man and said, "I can see that you are struggling with your emotions, dear friend. But becoming emotionless is not the solution. Emotions are a natural part of being human. Instead, let me share with you the teachings of the Buddha, which can help you understand and manage your emotions in a healthy way." Intrigued, Ananda agreed to listen to Bhante Sujata's teachings. They sat down under the shade of a Bodhi tree, and Bhante Sujata began his story. 1. The roots of emotion. In a time long ago, there was a young woman named Kisa Gotami. She was a loving mother to her only son, but tragedy struck when her son fell ill and passed away. Overwhelmed by grief, Kisa Gotami refused to believe that her son was gone. She carried his lifeless body from house to house, pleading for medicine that could bring him back to life. Eventually, a wise man advised her to seek the Buddha's guidance. She approached the Buddha, clutching her son's lifeless body, and asked if he could bring her son back to life. The Buddha calmly looked at her and said, "I can bring your son back to life, but first, you must bring me a mustard seed from a house where no one has experienced the pain of loss." Eager to save her son, Kisa Gotami went from house to house, asking for a mustard seed. However, in every household, she encountered people who had experienced the pain of loss. As she heard their stories, she began to realize the universality of suffering and death. Slowly, the truth dawned upon her, and she understood the impermanence of life. 2. Understanding impermanence. Bhante Sujata continued his story, explaining to Ananda how Kisa Gotami's realization was a profound teaching on impermanence. He said, "Ananda, just like Kisa Gotami, we too must understand the impermanent nature of our emotions. Joy, sorrow, anger, and love, all these emotions arise and pass away. We suffer when we cling to them, thinking they are permanent. By accepting the impermanence of our emotions, we can find peace." 3. Cultivating equanimity. Bhante Sujata then shared the story of Angulimala, a notorious bandit who had killed countless people. One day, Angulimala encountered the Buddha, who fearlessly walked towards him. Angulimala was astonished by the Buddha's calm demeanor and asked, "How can you be so peaceful when I am about to kill you?" The Buddha replied, "I am at peace because I have eradicated hatred from my heart. I do not harbor ill will towards you, even though you intend to harm me." This response deeply moved Angulimala, and he decided to follow the Buddha's teachings. Through meditation and mindfulness, Angulimala transformed his violent nature and attained enlightenment. 4. The path to emotional freedom. As Bhante Sujata concluded the story, he looked at Ananda and said, "Emotional freedom is not about becoming emotionless, but rather, it is about understanding the nature of our emotions, embracing impermanence, and cultivating equanimity." The Buddha's teachings offer a path to liberation from the suffering caused by our emotions. Ananda felt a sense of clarity and peace wash over him. He thanked Bhante Sujata for his guidance and decided to embark on the path of understanding his emotions, just like Kisa Gotami and Angulimala had done. And so, Ananda dedicated himself to the practice of mindfulness and meditation. With time, he learned to observe his emotions without being consumed by them. He realized that by acknowledging his feelings and allowing them to arise and pass away, he could experience a profound sense of freedom. In the end, Ananda became a beacon of wisdom and compassion in the kingdom of Savat. He shared the teachings he had received with others, guiding them on the path to emotional freedom.